عندي سؤال.
تفضل. تفضل.
تفضل. تفضل. طيب عندي سؤال.
Oh, like the same thing? تفضل.
طيب شو بتحبي؟ شو بتحبي؟ شو بتحبي؟ أنا فشو بتحبي؟
بحب دجاج.
جميل جميل جميل. وأنت شو بتحب؟
بحب كتاب.
جميل جميل. وفيكتوريا شو بتحبي؟
بحب ماما.
حلو. وبابا؟ وبابا عفوا. بابا. ايوه جميل. وتيفاني شو بتحبي؟
بحب
How do we say coffee? Huh? Coffee. قهوة. قهوة. وأنتي شو بتحبي؟
بحب الشاي.
كله؟
بحب الشاي.
بحب. Let's hear the بحب. And I'm sick, so it's more the بحب. ممتاز. So I want to take about 3-4 minutes. Everyone get up and ask your colleague شو بتحب or شو بتحبي. Okay? And find out what they like. And we know a lot of Arabic now, so let's use them a little bit, okay? All right, ماشي. 3-4 minutes.
خبز ودجاج.
ودجاج. ولينا أنتي بتحبي خبز ودجاج كمان؟
لا.
ها؟
لا.
لا.
حبيب. How to say
How do come on, help.
بحب حبيبي.
بس خبز والدجاج. بتحبي خبز والدجاج؟
لا.
لا. ما بحب.
ما بحب.
ايوه.
ما بحب وظيف.
ما بتحب وظيفة.
وظيفة.
عظيم. صباح الخير. كيفك؟
تمام.
الحمد لله. شو بتحبي؟
بحب أخبار.
جميل. وأنت كمان بتحب أخبار؟
لا. ما بحب أخبار.
شو بتحب؟
بحب أخواتي.
جميل. فيكتوريا أنت بتحبي أخواتك؟
ما عندي أخوات.
عندك أخ؟
عندي أخ.
وبتحبيه؟
بحب أخي.
الله. وأنت عندك أخ؟
أي.
وبتحب؟
أخي.
جميل. طيب. So how do we negate أنا بحب and I don't? And we can say عندي عندي كتاب أو عندي كتاب. Or you don't have it? ممتاز.
So is that why Masalame is that negating your hello? It's different? Because there's only one A on that ma, but the other A's or the other ma's are 2 A's.
Okay. ما عندي. مع سلامة. عفوا. ما عندي. مع سلامة. زيادة عين. It's a different letter altogether. ايوه تفضل.
عندي سؤال.
تفضل.
How would one write 2 S's
next to each other, separated by
Yeah, that was my
bell.
question too.
We're gonna get to that. We're getting to that today. We're gonna get to that today. Actually, that's next. So I know what it's scrap. We can try it in a dictation. Oh. جديد الآن. يعني جديد. طيب مين بده يكتب على اللوح؟ تفضل. ومين كمان؟ على اللوح. شكرا عليك. شكرا. طيب, and you know what it's scrap? ايه؟ Okay. وممكن سكر ألف باء. سكر. سكر. أيوة. طيب. So the word is يبشر. يبشر. أيوة. Should we repeat it while we write it?
يبشر.
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 يبشر. ممتاز. شو كمان? We'll look at this one.
شادة mixing. Upon
We want to shadda?
I think A.
Eh? Okay. Where do we want to shadda?
Sheen.
On the sheen? Okay. Like that?
A.
wouldn't it go below the three dots?
Ask your colleagues. How does it go?
Go above because the dots are part of the letter.
Yeah.
Dots are part of the letter, so the shadda has to go above it. How about the kasra? Can we write it another way?
Under the shadda.
You can also write it under the shadda. Doesn't matter. This one is probably more common. Because here you run the risk of it being part of whatever the next word is. You could say, it goes to there. If you write it up here, you don't have that problem. But both are correct. How do we know there's a shadda there?
Bashir.
Let's say it again.
Bashir.
So are we pronouncing something more than once?
Longer.
Let's say it again. Yubashir.
Bashir.
Yubashir.
Bashir.
Do we feel how that's double versus yubashar or yubashir? Yubashir
Bashir.
Bashir.
versus yubashir.
Bashir.
Slight difference. We're going to practice that. في سؤال؟ في سؤال؟ لا؟ ما في؟ مين بده يكتب؟ تفضل. 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 شكرا. Okay, so new كلمة. تشديد. ممتاز. كمان مرة. الله. كمان مرة. تشديد. That's good. Keep it on the line.
Even so, if it isn't connecting to another letter, you can bring it below the line. But if it's connecting to the, should I keep it there? Or should,
Keep it like that is perfect.
I can. Okay. Sweet.
What else short vowels? Try to get the dal and the ya a little bit closer. Looks like two words. Now where does the sukoon live? It's over what letter? Tashdid. No?
No.
All right, you tell me. Here's the word. Tashdid.
No. La.
La. What do we want to do? Do we want to do anything? I'm your scribe.
A sukoon.
Put sukoon.
Sukoon? Okay, where do we want a sukoon? Huh? Okay, so what letter should it go over? What do we call this letter? A, sheen. So,
Above the sheen.
above the sheen, okay. All right, how's that?
Ni.
Ni. Where's our other one here? Okay. And this one's also ni. Eh, la. Sabah al-khair. Sabah al-khair. Okay. Anything you want to change to either one?
We should probably make their D's more pronounced.
How would we do that?
Bring the line up a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the D's, the D's, need a little bit of an angle to them. A little bit. Just a slight angle. Here they're a little bit too straight. We want that straightness for the Alif, but not for the D's.
You said the word again? Tashdid. If you write out the word tashdid, it looks like a face.
All right, why don't you tell me? Let's practice that. No, it's not. Let's do the word hashish. Hashish. Okay, so what was the word? Hashish. Okay, so how just letter-wise? How does that look? Mumtaz. We got all the letters that we need?
Is that a crossroad beneath it?
Oh yeah, it is.
That is
Any comments about the Kesra?
kind of huge.
Kind of huge, okay.
It's got a huge. We're in Texas.
So it's elephantine. No, it is a Kesra. Do we need this little undertale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does it go like up and then down? Is that through a line, or does it go up and stay?
So there's our line. Ha. Small up and then down. You can start right with the line in, like that.
Should you separate them or conjoin the letters? Or like if you have two consecutive lines?
On my homework, I made the two S's different, like not connected, because I didn't want to do one giant long line.
Uh-huh. This I've also seen two different versions of. What do you do? Straight line, right?
Straight line.
In Syria, I did a straight line. In Egypt, I would do a little down and then like this again. So it can be both. It can be both. So there's the question. That's why the book doesn't answer it.
As long as there's dots that separate both of the letters.
It's not as confusing with the sheen because you have the triangle over the top or the three dots.
Mm-hmm.
But with the say, that's a lot more confusing if you have the double S with C.
So like that.
Right. It's kind of ambiguous.
So then in this case, does it matter how much distance we put between our letters and that we write the size of our letters kind of uniformly?
Yes.
Yeah, makes a big difference. Because then we have an idea that since this is kind of long, you're probably hiding two scenes in there. So you want to have all your letters more or less gargantuan or dwarf-like.
I guess you'd never have three scenes, so it doesn't really matter how big it is.
I can't think of a single word that has three scenes. Of what?
No, I don't think, I can't remember any word with three scenes.
Yeah.
I don't think there is one.
It wouldn't work morphologically. Morphologically, the rules of the language don't allow it. And scene as itself has a future function. So we'll get to that. Yeah. Hey, Fadli.
You can do it either ways. If you want to just put a, like...
You can do it this way,
Yeah,
or you can do it...
Like, if you feel better at separating both of them, that's fine. So we can do that.
I write mine like this, because that's what they did in Sham. So yeah, choose. ممتاز؟ Okay. كلمة ثانية. أشدو. أشدو. All right. Next word. شجر. 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 شجر.
Is that an R?
You tell me. شجر.
If I should make it look like that, or do it how when you have like a tooth like a B on something and put the tooth up here and then make the Z shape. I don't know if you can do that with the S.
Hey, good question. Can we do that with the, what's the S called in Arabic?
Okay.
The S? Now, is this an S? Is this a Sheen or is this a
Sheen.
Sheen? Okay. So can we do that Z thing with the Sheen and the following
A.
A? Yeah, we can do it. Okay. And here's our line. So.
Oh, would that be a sukun instead of a fatha?
There we go.
You tell me.
Shajja.
When you hear the word shajja, what are you hearing?
Yeah.
Are you hearing two fathas, two sukoons, one of each? Ayo, sir?
Shajja.
Say it one more time.
Shajja.
Yeah, there's a fatha.
Yeah, there's a fatha there.
Oh, okay, so short.
Mm-hmm. Most of you had it right. How does the end look?
The R connected.
Or
The back.
Mm-hmm. Connected to what?
The jem.
The Zeen, mumtaz. So. Wow, that's long. Rat tail. Mm-hmm. Ya salam. Mumtaz. So what do we want to do the first time through when we listen?
try to get the gist. Try to get like the gist of the word or broad
Expect
picture.
something, like try to figure out what you're expecting to hear.
Mm-hmm. Try to figure out what you're expecting to hear. If we have a title of it, or if we don't have a title, then like Ishaq said, we just want the big picture. We're not going to go for details.
أهلا يا سلمى، كيفك؟ شو أخبارك؟
أنا منيحة كتير، وأنت كيفك؟
نشكر الله. تفضلي.
لا، عندي درس. يلا عن إذنك.
مع السلامة.
الله يسلمك.
Okay, 1 minute in groups. What just happened? What do we hear? What transpired? What did we see?
Two women meet each other. They met and then they greet and then say bye.
Okay, so in that kind of exchange, what kind of words do we expect to hear on our second listening? Kifik perhaps? What else?
Nishkor Allah.
Nashkar Allah. شو أخبارك؟
Toftoli.
عفوا أيوة Tiffany?
Totally.
Uh-huh. We can't hear you. Uh-huh. Louder. مع السلامة. Let's see that. مع السلامة. Okay, and then something else?
Tofodli.
Tafadali. Alright, so let's listen again and hone in on the words now. Okay, so what words did we hear? What questions do we have? Hey.
One says Fadli, the other says no, I've got something. Andi Dalis, like lesson, right?
Mumtaz.
And then she goes, Ali's name, which is and then she's like, see you.
Shukran. Okay, so she says I need daris. Daris. Right now what we have is going on. We have a daris going out. Uh-huh. How does she get out of the situation? She doesn't be like, hey, I need daris. See you, man. Bye. Okay, so let's listen for that phrase one more time. What else do we hear?
Ana mihaktir, when she says shiwak as an answer to shiwak bade.
Okay, so we want what does she literally say there? Shu akbarik, ana. Got two words in there.
Right.
Okay. How does she say goodbye?
And then the other reply is.
All right, so let's listen to the reply of مع السلامة. مع السلامة. Okay. We'll listen to it 2 times. So what do we hear? كيفك أنا. So first word. منيح. Let's hear that letter. منيح. منيح أو منيحة. Hey, we got a Bennett talking. So منيحة. So she says أنا منيحة. أنا منيحة. How do we write this? What does that mean? Eh? Like really good. What else? Well, what else does it mean? Like how do we use this? She says أنا منيحة كتير. So we can say that the wazifa is كتير 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 easy. Right? That? Okay. How about the response to مع السلامة? Let's listen again, just to that part.
مع السلامة. الله يسلمك.
كمان مرة.
لا عندي درس. يلا عن إذنك. مع السلامة. الله يسلمك. مع السلامة. الله يسلمك.
Allah Islamic.
So the first word?
Allah.
Allah يسلمك or ik. So مع السلامة يسلمك يسلمك or يسلمك. Tell us goodbye. Allah يسلمك. Tell us goodbye. Allah يسلمك. Allah يسلمك. Allah يسلمك. ممتاز. Any other words that we don't understand from the video? Hey.
There was one word kind of like yell right before al-niznik.
Oh, hello.
It's like Yalla. Or Yalla Ismail? I don't know.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that. So what is this word that we're hearing? Yalla. Yalla. Yalla عن إذنك. Yalla عن إذنك. What do we feel like it means?
Go.
Huh?
I have to go.
I have to go, I have to leave.
Okay, well.
Okay, well. What else?
Sorry, no.
Is it an apology?
It's one of these great words which just has a million meanings. And it's like a filler. It's yalla. It's like, come on, let's. Come on, let's. On isn't it? I gotta beat it. I gotta get out of here. So yalla, whenever you want to be like, come on, let's go, let's something. Yalla. Let's hear it. Yalla.
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 All right, so yalla on isnik, going to cut off the lesson, and I want to take the last 4 minutes in pairs. How would we reenact this skit that just happened? So in the pairs that we're in, try to reenact the skit, use all the mufradat that we know. Any questions regarding this?
La.
La? Allah. All right, I encourage you to, over the weekend, because you have tons of time, go back and re-listen to this video to, get the feel of it. Get the feel of it. Also keep working on the vocabulary, because now we're throwing verbs at you and tons of nouns. So we're going to label everything in the world.